Special Forces. When a Special Forces star says Robyn Brown wants to murder her, you know the truth is darker than what TLC ever showed. Why did Kody confess this off camera? What explosive secret did the cast witness that embarrassed Robyn so deeply she refused to be seen in public? And why is Kody suddenly protecting everyone from his own wife? Tonight's reveal exposes the moment that changed everything, and the shocking fallout still coming. Special Forces. Star Brianna LaPaglia says Robyn Brown wants to murder me over Kody Brown comments. Fans of Special Forces. World's Toughest Test know that Kody Brown rubbed some of his castmates the wrong way during the competition, which came to a conclusion on November 20th. And during a recent episode of her BFF's podcast, his fellow finalist Brianna LaPaglia offered some insight into how his wife Robyn Brown feels about it all. During the November 18th episode, LaPaglia, 26, said she had dinner with the other Special Forces finalists, Olympic gymnast Shawn Johnson East, her husband Andrew East, and Real Housewives of New Jersey star Gia Giudice, the previous night. The trio had just seen Kody, 56, and asked him why Robyn, 47, had not accompanied him on the Special Forces press tour, according to LaPaglia, who is also known as Brianna Chickenfree. Kody said that his wife Robyn couldn't come because if she did come she was gonna murder me. During a November 21st interview with Decider, Kody seemed to corroborate this, though he refrained from slinging any death threats. When asked about Robyn's reaction to the show, he said that it embarrassed her to see how his castmates reacted to him and that she became protective of him. You don't want your wife to have to protect you. But when you're kind of all out naked in front of the whole world, just doing your thing and you're quirky or whatever I am, she knows me and loves me and basically just didn't like the reactions that other people or the treatment that people had, said the father of 18. So I had to leave her home because I didn't want her to get on anybody's case about it. Kody Brown reveals how Special Forces helped him reconnect with his kids. I was distant from some of my children, but not from all of them. I have a very close relationship with 3 of my daughters and a working relationship with 4 others, he continued. And then a relationship I'm working on with others. And so, I was already in that space where I was going through a process of apologizing to my ex-wives for my part in the breakup. While on the show, Brown was interrogated by the directing staff (DS) about his failures as a father and husband. In a surprising moment, Brown admitted to being the discrepancy, and that he should have a stronger relationship with his children. It was a hard experience with the DS because from a military perspective, I felt like if you're partly responsible, then you're wholly responsible, he said. So, I felt like I owned way more than should have belonged there. But in reality, whether fair or unfair, I've always been working on the relationship with my children one way or another. Being on Special Forces hasn't per se improved that relationship. Coming home from Special Forces was so humiliating that when I came home, I felt humble, very, very humbled, he continued. Brown noted that since coming home, he's been much more engaging with his children and reaching out to them more often. Special Forces just gave me an element of humility. I just came home going, just so humbled by the experience, he added. Brown has 13 children with his 3 ex-wives plus 5 with his current wife, Robyn. With Robyn, he shares 2 biological children and is the legal father to Robyn's 3 older children from a previous marriage. Following his divorces from Mary, Janelle, and Christine, Brown has become estranged from most of his older children. At the end of Season 3 of Special Forces, Brown made it to the finale alongside several other celebrities, including Sean Johnson East, Andrew East, Brianna, Chickenfree, LaPaglia, and Gia Giudice. However, only Johnson East and Giudice completed the final challenge, making them the joint winners of the season. Now I discuss about Janelle Brown shares messy, emotional house update as she focuses on building a whole new life. The Sister Wives star purchased a 156-acre property in North Carolina with her daughter Madison and her son-in-law Caleb Brush. Construction on Sister Wives Janelle Brown's new North Carolina home is moving along. On Wednesday, November 5th, the reality TV star, 56, posted a building update on Instagram with a series of photos showing the progress. The first photo, taken outside the house, shows the ongoing construction of the two-story home. The roofing appears installed, minus the shingles. A white layer of house wrap covers the first floor all the way around the building. But the pile of wood implies more work needs to be done. Inside, the wooden skeleton of the house continues to be built. A set of unfinished stairs leads to a loft area surrounded by a railing, while on the floor, a pile of PVC pipes and fittings indicates plumbing work as well. Building a house while building a whole new life at the same time. Not for the faint of heart, Janelle wrote in her caption. It's messy, emotional and one of the most exciting things I've done. She adds, here's to all of us starting a new chapter, sawdust, spreadsheets and all. Janelle, who was the second of 4 wives in ex-Kody Brown's plural marriage, purchased the 156-acre property with her daughter Maddie and son-in-law Caleb Brush. She first introduced followers to the land with a deck. 19, 2024, Instagram reel set to John Denver's Take Me Home, Country Roads. Finally putting down some permanent roots. Doesn't look like much yet but it will flexed biceps light skin tone, her caption said, making note of the undeveloped space. I like the wild feel that it has now and we are planning for many acres to stay that way for the benefit of the wildlife. Since first announcing the purchase, the mother of 6 has provided plenty of social media updates regarding the home. It doesn't look like much but it is. The star wrote in an October 5 Instagram post alongside photos of the driveway and concrete footings. She described the work in progress as designed exactly the way I wanted. Houses I have owned before were bought because it was what worked for my big chaotic family. Often reflecting not what I chose or wanted but what worked, she said. Every part of this new home is truly intentional. Janelle and Kody Brown welcomed 6 kids during their relationship. Logan, 31, Madison, 30, Hunter, 28, Gabriel, 24, Savannah, 20 and Garrison, who died by suicide on March 5, 2025, at age 25. The new home will honor those the family has lost. During the Sunday, September 28 episode of Sister Wives, Janelle shared a sneak peek of how her late son Garrison's memory will live on. The family plans to create a memorial for him in Bob's Floral, his Hawaiian shirt shop, within the property's flower garden. They also plan to name the road leading to the home, Bob Boulevard, since Garrison's first name was Robert and he was often referred to as Uncle Bob. At the time of Garrison's death, Kody and Janelle confirmed the tragic news in a statement shared to Instagram. Kody and I are deeply saddened to announce the loss of our beautiful boy Robert Garrison Brown, Janelle wrote at the time. He was a bright spot in the lives of all who knew him. His loss will leave such a big hole in our lives that it takes our breath away. We ask that you please respect our privacy and join us in honoring his memory. Now I will uncover. Janelle Brown reveals if she and daughter Maddie will live together at their new North Carolina farm. On Wednesday, November 12, Janelle shared a video on Instagram showing two separate homes facing one another on her property. Janelle Brown just gave the answer her followers were looking for. In a Wednesday, November 12 Instagram reel, the Sister Wives star, 56, shared another sneak peek at the 156-acre North Carolina property she shares with her daughter Madison Brush and son-in-law Caleb Brush. "People have asked us about the houses," Janelle wrote in the caption. "Here is a door-to-door look." In the video set to Lynyrd Skynyrd's Sweet Home Alabama, Janelle pans from a side view of one of the unfinished homes. As she moves her camera across the largely vacant land, viewers can catch a glimpse of another home through the trees. Over on Madison's feed, she shared the same video on her Instagram stories. "Okay, I am not great at distances," she wrote in the on-screen caption. "Not 300 yards, maybe 100 door to door. I am sure someone will correct me." In the comments section of Janelle's post, viewers celebrated and offered warm wishes. "OMG, the grandbabies are going to love that," one commenter wrote. "Imagine holidays and all the space between two houses for the family. Janelle gets to sit on the porch and watch her grown. She deserves it," said another. Janelle, who was the second of 4 wives in ex-Kody Brown's plural marriage, first introduced fans to the property in a Dec. 19, 2024, Instagram reel set to John Denver's "Take Me Home, Country Roads." Finally putting down some permanent roots. "Doesn't look like much yet, but it will flexed biceps light skin tone," Janelle wrote about the undeveloped land. "I like the wild feel that it has now, and we are planning for many acres to stay that way for the benefit of the wildlife." During Janelle and Kody's relationship, the couple welcomed 6 kids. Logan, 31, Madison, 30, Hunter 28, Gabriel, 24, Savannah, 20 and Garrison, who died by suicide on March 5, 2025, at age 25. The two later separated in 2022. Since purchasing the property, Janelle has provided plenty of social media updates regarding progress on the homes. In a November 5 post showing the ongoing construction of one 2-story home, the TV personality described the journey as messy and emotional. Building a house while building a whole new life at the same time. Not for the faint of heart, she said. Along the way, the family has tagged Taeta Farms, a family business Janelle founded with Madison and Caleb after she had a vision of retiring to a place where flowers bloom and the serenity of nature. "I am beyond excited to finally share our passion project with you, Taeta Farms," she announced in a Sept. 22 Instagram post. "We'd love to invite you to come along on this wild, messy, and beautiful journey as we build Taeta Farms from the ground up," Janelle wrote, adding that things are not always glamorous when starting a business, but there's plenty of sweat, dirt, and learning along the way. If you're ready for the real story, hit like, drop a fire in the comments, and subscribe. The next twist will blindside everyone.